The following may contain language that is not suitable for all audiences.
Dude, you sound like a rabbit.
Can people hear us?
Yes.
Are you going to keep this?
Yes. Because this is called the Give No Shits podcast now.
Well.
Because nobody cares.
Speaking of Give No Shits podcast, I went down the rabbit hole on, I can't tell if it's white supremacist or white nationalist or...
Is this on YouTube or is this on YouTube alternate YouTube?
It's not that alternate stuff.
What's it called?
I don't remember. I'm not going to...
And you're not going to promote them?
No, but I can't tell. It's a British guy. But I can't tell if it's white supremacist or white nationalist. What is white nationalist anyway?
Someone who's white who's a nationalist? I don't know.
Yeah, but when I was reading the definition of white nationalism, it didn't make sense.
You mean the Wikipedia definition?
You know what? I think it was Wikipedia, actually.
What was the definition?
Well, it's something about how the white ethnicity believes that they should have their own nation.
That makes no sense.
Exactly.
Because there's all sorts of different white ethnicities.
Right.
From everywhere, all over.
That had their own nations.
Yeah.
So, I'm sitting there going, are you going to make up your own language for folks that are supposed to be, what?
Isn't that what the KKK guys are always talking about, having their own white nation?
I think so, but it doesn't make sense.
Well, the soldiers in those movements never strike me as
Those movements have soldiers?
Well, they call themselves soldiers, don't they?
Well, fine. I can call myself King Adolphus II. It didn't make it so.
But they don't seem like the sharpest knives.
Well, most of us aren't. That's the funny thing about it.
Speaking of that, have you ever watched Gangs of New York?
Not all of it.
It's a weird movie, and...
Weird why?
Weird, like, not that good.
Well, yeah, it's got...
But I remember all the critical acclaim it got at the time.
Yeah. So Gangs of New York, yeah.
Like, and, you know, everyone talks about how Scorsese's this amazing filmmaker. And Gangs of New York is I don't know, it's a weird movie.
Well, it's got the overacting queen in it.
But it just seems like everything in Hollywood is over-dramatized. Like, you ever see that movie Contagion?
No. I saw Outbreak, though.
Contagion, Steven Soderbergh, it came out in 2011. Kate Winslet.
I'm not big on Mr. Soderbergh.
Lawrence Fishburne. Sanjay Gupta is in it.
When did he go from Larry to Lawrence?
I don't know.
I think it was the late 90s.
Was he Larry to begin with?
Yeah.
And then why did he change it?
Well, maybe because he thought it sounded cooler. Why did Ricky Schroeder turn into Rick Schroeder?
I don't know, man. Didn't he make a comeback and do some police show?
Who?
Ricky Schroeder.
Yeah, in the 90s. NYPD Blue.
That's right. But anyway, my point is that whenever anyone talks about someone being a genius or being a, top of their field, I don't think you have to be at the top of your field to be the most successful. I don't think the best are necessarily the most successful.
Well, you get no argument from me.
So I guess it's Memorial Day weekend, although we're going to be a bit late. Do you think anybody's going out?
I think some people are going to try.
There's a lot of people on the road, let me just say that. So, as usual. But here's something I want to talk about.
All right.
This is something you brought up this week. The whole, 25% to 50% capacity thing for businesses that require patronage.
Mm-hmm.
Basically, why even open?
Right.
I mean, how are you going to... If you've got a restaurant, how the heck are you going to survive with 25% patronage? You can't, right?
Maybe you're not supposed to.
So then we'll just have no restaurants, or we'll just have big chain restaurants?
No, it'd be like a Demolition Man. We'll go eat at Taco Bell.
Oh, fantastic.
Every restaurant will be Taco Bell.
That's so depressing. So is there going to be like a giant chain for hair salons as well?
Maybe. Look, life comes down to this. Do you want to be part of the dragon?
The dragon.
Do you want to be the tail of the dragon or the head of the snake?
I don't even know what that means.
Do you want to be a cog in a giant machine, or do you want to be your own person? That's all it comes down to.
So head of the snake is your own person?
Yeah. That's all life comes down to.
Well, here's what I think.
And I think there are 7 billion answers.
I was going to say, I think most people would say that they want to be the head of the snake, but most people are the tail of the dragon.
No, most people want to be what gives them waffles. What ensures them their waffles.
They're waffles.
You know, getting fed.
But here's another thing you said this week. You said that, what was it? Do you want to be a fat sheep or a skinny wolf?
Yeah.
It's kind of the same thing, right?
Pretty much.
But if you're the fat sheep, then...
I guarantee you everybody wants to be a fat sheep.
Even though the fat sheep gets slaughtered.
Well, while you're alive, you're full.
See, I think people may think that, but in the reality is they're living in a world where someone dictates to them and tells them what they got to do and they have no freedom, then they're going to discover pretty quick that being a fat sheep is really not all that it's,
Look,
made out to be.
even though it seems like the choices are, do you want to be a fat sheep or a skinny wolf? For the vast majority of people, you're going to be a skinny sheep.
A skinny sheep?
Yeah. You're going to do everything they tell you and you still don't get fat.
Well, that sucks.
Well, that's life.
I don't want to be a skinny sheep.
Nobody does.
I want to be a fat sheep or a skinny wolf.
Well,
No, I want to be a fat wolf. Can you be a fat wolf?
I'm sure that's a possibility.
Dude, I'm such a freaking lightweight.
Are you giving me the sorority girl mating call?
Yeah, I've had like half a glass of this, whatever this agave wine cooler mix is, and I'm like a little drunk.
Well, I'm not a homosexual, and I don't care how much you sit there and try to give me the sorority girl mating call. It's not going to work on me.
I'm so drunk. Maybe I should just do the podcast drunk all the time.
Wouldn't that just be like Drunk History?
Yeah.
You ever see that Drunk History show?
I like that show.
I kind of do too.
That's a great show. Now I'm dropping peanuts.
You're dropping penis.
Peanuts.
Oh.
Maybe I should get weeded up before I do the show.
Get what?
Weeded up.
Yeah, because nothing would be greater than to listen to you going on and on and on and on about stupid shit.
Maybe I'll be more intelligent.
Actually, you're easy to fuck with when you're weeded up. So go ahead, weed up, and just it'll be 20 minutes of me fucking with you.
But I'll have to like smoke it outside.
You smoke it wherever you want.
Well, I can't smoke it around you.
Well, I don't care if you do it or not. I like the smell, and if I happen to throw up on you, well, isn't that just the chance you've got to take?
I feel a little stoned now.
Why? What you been doing?
I'm not saying. I don't want to incriminate myself.
Oh, did you eat an edible?
No, I smoked some yesterday.
Really?
Yeah.
By yourself?
With my neighbor.
Oh.
You know who.
Mister, I don't really need weed.
I don't know if I should be admitting this on a podcast, though.
Aren't you living in a place where it's legal for someone over the age of 18 to smoke it?
Yeah, but people might get funny ideas about me.
Newsflash, people already got funny ideas about you anyway.
What if my family's listening?
Like they don't know?
I don't think they do.
You know, I think people are not as swift and smooth as we like to think we are.
They know now if they're listening, but I don't. You know what? Fuck it. That's what I say. Because you know what? They're not calling me. You hear me, family? If you're listening, nobody calls me.
Wow,
except my sister.
You sound a little unhappy about that.
It's bullshit, dude.
Why?
Why have I always got to be the person that calls everybody?
Maybe because they think you're the most useless.
So if this shit starts blowing up and we start taking over shit, you think I'm gonna be getting phone calls from people?
Isn't that what usually happens?
I don't know.
People like to put up a power dynamic and stuff, like it's the person in the weaker or subservient area that has to do shit like that.
What does that mean?
I don't know. I'm a little drunk too.
Oh yeah. This shit's like kind of strong. We'll have to drink it tonight.
I mean, it's not bad.
It's not bad once you had a glass of it.
It's not bad once you're drunk, but you know. But now that I've been doing a little drinking, I want to smoke. But yeah, so
Do you have any smokes?
No.
We smoked them all.
Huh?
Did you smoke them all?
No, I've only got a finite number. I'm not going to share with you.
Oh, come on, bro. I'll get some later.
What are you, Wimpy from Popeye?
Who's Wimpy?
I'll gladly give you a hamburger on Wednesday if you give me one today.
Is that what Wimpy says?
Pretty much. I'll pay you back on Wednesday if you give me shit today.
Is this a cartoon or is this the movie?
Oh, only the cartoon. I didn't like the movie.
Who's Wimpy?
Is it Wimpy or Blimpy? Anyway, he's a character. He's the guy with looks like a walrus, always eating hamburgers.
I'm thinking of Bluto. Bluto is the bad guy, right?
Is it Bluto or Brutus?
Bluto, I think.
Anyway, what was I saying? Oh yeah,
We're talking about fat wolves, skinny wolves, fat sheep.
I think that it's a fake choice. People think that it's the choice between being a fat sheep and a skinny wolf, but it's really between being a skinny wolf. Really, it's the choice between being a wolf or a sheep. And for one reason or another, really having nothing to do with someone's aptitude in anything, people choose to be a sheep. And, you know, it's not like if you're going to be a sheep, you're going to be fat.
See, I don't want to be a skinny sheep. Because then what's the point?
Well, there you go.
I mean, the only reason to be a sheep would be to be a fat sheep, but then if you get slaughtered, then what the fuck?
No, you're going to get slaughtered anyway because you're a sheep. Right? I mean, what are the uses there for a sheep?
So do you think everybody's failed the test with this coronavirus thing?
Yes.
Like everybody across the board, fail.
Yes.
Except for the people demonstrating.
No, they failed too.
Why? Why? They demonstrated. They went out and did shit.
Oh.
Man, are you trying to not give us an audience?
Look, failure has no degrees. Success has no degrees.
So how is demonstrating...
Life is pass fail.
But how is...
And the funny thing is, life is pass fail, and you have nothing to do with whether you pass or fail, really. Actually, no, you have everything to do with whether you pass or fail. You have nothing to do with how successful you are.
Can we call this the WTF podcast?
Whatever.
Because, I don't know what you mean.
What? Look,
life is pass-fail.
Life is a pass-fail test. But the way that people, as a society, judge, right, grade you on whether you've passed or failed is not the marker, is not the correct judge. You can't sit there and decide how smart a person is by how well they follow directions.
Why not? I would say that somebody that can follow directions well is probably smarter than someone that can't.
So you think that, okay, well, if that's what you think, then that's what you think. But if you think, I don't think that you can judge someone's intelligence level by looking at how well they do whatever you tell them to do.
Because an idiot can follow instructions?
Everybody should be able to follow instructions.
Do you think intelligent people tend to not follow instructions?
No. I think unsuccessful people tend not to follow directions.
Okay.
I think unsuccessful people start sitting there thinking and wondering what the hell's going on.
But it could be an intelligent, unsuccessful person?
It can be an intelligent, unsuccessful person. It could be a stupid, unsuccessful person. The point isn't your intelligence. The point is whether or not you question. The point is whether or not you sit there and go along with the BS or you don't. And don't get me wrong, if you don't go along with the BS, your life is going to be shit.
Because the powers that be are going to fuck with you?
I don't know. But, you know, even if you go along, your life might be shit either. Anyway, so, you know, what happens if you're the unlucky son of a bitch whose life's going to be shit no matter what you do?
Then you're
fucked.
I don't know.
And you know what?
Well, I don't mean to be laughing at that.
Well, no, it's funny. Then you're fucked, but nobody cares as long as you get your waffles. As long as you get to sit there and, you know, enjoy your sports and your porn and your house and whatever. As long as you keep on getting money coming in for whatever reason it is, that has nothing to do with how great you are or how good you do shit.
Is that?
But right, you can't sit there. It is impossible. It will break people's minds if they sit there and think, yeah, I'm getting all this junk and it doesn't matter what I do. I'm just getting it. It will break your ever-loving mind to sit there and think that. So you got to sit there and go, yeah, I'm getting all this shit because I'm good at what I do. Bull. I know plenty of people that are crap at what they do and they make tons of money. I know plenty of people that look like walking fucking soup sandwiches their entire lives and they make shit tons of money. And they sit there and have affairs and go fuck whatever they want. And they're just like, I've got the world by the balls.
You know what?
You're sitting there evaluating your life on something that doesn't matter.
Deep Excel.
But going back to the thing, yeah. So, people think that the choice is between being a fat sheep or a skinny wolf, but it's really, for most people, it's the choice between being a sheep or not. And everyone will go for being a sheep because, hey, dogs get fed, right? Pets get fed until they don't.
So you don't think it depends on your age?
What?
The sheep thing?
No.
Because, if you've got more to lose, aren't you more likely to be a sheep?
What has anybody got to lose? Nothing is theirs.
Well, I'm pretty sure no one would say that.
The only thing that anyone's got to lose is your life.
What about all their shit?
It's not yours.
Well, most people look at their shit as their own.
Well,
I'm just saying.
You can, but it's not yours. You can't take it anywhere.
Your stuff.
Yeah.
Well, you can't take it with you.
You can't take it anywhere. Your stuff can be taken away from you as a finger snap.
You mean when you die?
No matter what. You think that there's any security in anything?
Yeah.
Really? What makes you think that? What makes you feel like you're so secure?
I mean, I think if you have more stuff, more power, you can ensure more security.
I think there's a couple of guys that used to be the oligarchs in Russia that would disagree.
You mean pre-Putin?
No, during Putin.
And now they're not?
No, some guy, there's a story of one guy that was a super oligarch, was tied into the oil and gas stuff, pissed off Putin, and then he went to jail.
Oh, yeah, there is that.
Everything you had gone in the blink of an eye.
Do you think that can happen in America?
That can happen anywhere. Think about it. Let's say you have a great place, great everything, and your house catches on fire. Now everything you got is gone.
Hopefully you would have insurance.
What if everybody else's house did the same thing? Now that insurance company is bankrupt.
Then you're screwed.
To sit there and think that you've got any kind of safety is an illusion. Why do you think so many people go nuts out for religion?
Because it gives a sense of security and safety.
Not necessarily. It just tells you, look, you ain't got jack. Only thing you can do is ensure yourself a good place in the afterlife.
So if you've got a shit ton of stuff, are you going to be big on religion? Probably not.
What's that? Why don't we just close with that biblical quote, right? What? Easier for a
wise is it poor man?
It's easier for a rich man to get. It's easier for a camel to get through an eye of a needle than a rich man to get into the kingdom of heaven.
Yeah.
Wasn't the eye of a needle something, an archway, so you had to unburden the camel and had to get on his knees and crawl through?
Yeah.
So it wasn't a literal needle.
Yeah.
Well, there you go, right? There's your answer. Okay, if a rich man wants to get into heaven, what's he got to do? He's got to get rid of all his crap.
That's hard.
No, it's not. Crap's not yours.
It's hard for the rich man, though.
Well, it's hard for the rich man if he thinks the crap is his.
Okay.
I mean, I don't know why you think that I need to have some kind of love for the stupid person. I don't need to do it. God does.
I didn't say that you need to.
I think you do. You think that everybody likes to sit there and think, oh, you need to help out the people that are less fortunate than you and look out for Dude, you're in the same boat.
Everybody's in the same boat.
Do you think you're any better than the crazy cat lady schizophrenic that's throwing cats at people?
Yes.
Well, you're not. You're in the same fucking boat.
I think I'm better than a lot of people.
Well, you know what? I think a lot of people have that idea, and you got another thing coming.
We definitely need a different name for this podcast.
The Fuck You podcast, maybe?
Yeah.
Okay.